Thank you. We are discussing all things Daytime Emmys coming up next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2016 Daytime Emmys recap. I am your host, Matthew Evan Paine, joined by two of my favorite General Hospital after shows reporters. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey guys, it's Lacretia Lyon, and you can find me anywhere online at LACRETIALYON.
There's only one.
There is only one.
You know who I am. I'm James Lott Jr., and I'm on all the interwebs at James Lott Jr., not Senior. That's my father.
Yes, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Matthew Evan. So, the 2016 Daytime Emmy Awards. Lucretia and I were there, along with Tony and Ladine, and we had a blast from the moment we got there. We did a little bit of red carpet reporting, so we are going to be discussing some of the hottest dressed folks that we saw on the red carpet, and maybe some not so hotly dressed actors and actresses. But it was an adventure, and then we will get into some of the winners and the non-winners. I don't want to use the word losers because I don't really think anybody was.
No.
When you're nominated, you actually are a winner.
I think so too.
But some folks should have won.
Yeah, because Christian LeBlanc let Sean Kerrigan know he wasn't nominated for the Young and the Restless.
No, and
they were having a good time.
everyone was having a good time.
And the fans know already how upset I am about Brooklyn Ray Silzer not winning Best Younger Actress. She should have taken home that.
I know, that little girl is
should have won
adorable.
that her reel. I posted her reel on my show, and she should have won. No story. Oh, folks are in chat. We got 20 people watching so far.
Well, hello
right.
and welcome.
Thank you for...
We will be answering questions from the chat room, and you are also free to call in, and we will give you the number in a minute. But everyone, why don't we say hello to the lovely Alexis in the control room?
Alexis.
Hi, Alexis.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to our Daytime Emmy recap show.
I'm so excited because I missed them because I was doing another show, so I need to know all the things, who won, things like that.
Okay, and we will get to all of that shortly.
Yay.
Who was your favorite red carpet celeb sighting?
Oh, I don't know. See, I caught a glimpse of Aisha Tyler, who's one of my heroes. But I guess when it comes to guys, I did take off my shoes and run after Justin Hartley.
Justin Hartley was worthy of taking off shoes and running too. He was a perfect 10 last night. And his girlfriend, in my opinion, is also a perfect 10.
Stunning.
Chriselle Stush.
Chriselle, our buddy. Hi, Chriselle.
Hi, Chriselle. We love you.
Love her.
Yeah, she looked fantastic. And her best friend, Missy, or Melissa Claire Egan from The Young and the Restless. Now they're co-stars, all three of them.
Yeah, they are. On
all
the same
on
show.
Y&R.
Yeah, because she's joining.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting three-way for Justin.
I think so too. His girlfriend and her best friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they looked terrific. Missy and Chriselle lock it up every year. Always look stunning. They were two of my favorites.
Yeah.
Justin, like you said, was perfect. Jason Thompson looked handsome.
Oh, yeah, he always does, too. But, yeah, to me, Chriselle and Justin are just the prettiest couple out there.
They're a super couple for sure.
Yeah.
Let us see.
I want to name my person that I like. I saw pictures of him, and he just was beautiful in a nice kind of reddish colored jacket.
Well, I wasn't wearing red, James.
Well, you know I'm a fan of yours already. You know that already.
Oh, I know who it is.
I have a little crush on Matthew Evan Paine. That's another story. But Donnell Turner.
Oh, he looked.
Oh, yeah.
He looked perfect.
He picked a good color
Yeah,
for
he
his
did.
skin tone
Yep.
and everything. Like, it was a really, in all seriousness, it was a really good color.
I think so too.
Yeah, deep burgundies and stuff look so great on Donnell Turner and his skin and everything. As I told him, he was the best dressed guy out there.
Yeah.
It's really funny when you're that good looking. You almost expect there to be some sort of ego, and he has none at all. He looked perfect, and he acted so wonderfully and kind to everybody.
He's very gracious.
Yes,
guy.
absolutely.
We've done him once, and I've interviewed him separately, and he is just the most gracious, kind, considerate, thoughtful person.
Yeah, and his manager, Addison, is just...
Oh, I know.
We're
love
both
Addison.
from Tyler, Texas. Funny thing. And he is just such a delightful man as well. And Donnell has nothing but nice.
His name's Addison Witt.
And Addison's wonderful.
Yeah,
I got
great
to
guy.
meet him too.
Yeah, but they connected on our show Because she was talking about his Texas
Yeah.
stuff. He's like, girl. He's
We're from the
all
same
into it.
hotel.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was great. Another celebrity who knocked my eye out, and not surprisingly, was Christian Alfonso.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
Her
She's-
dress.
I did see that
Well,
picture too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's sexy. Last year she wore a white dress, and I think she might have been the knockout of the year last year, and it was graceful and elegant, and this year it was all black and there was attitude, and
Yeah, it was
she
a leather top.
fierce.
I saw
Yeah.
it. Yes, my girl.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how I feel about Kristen Alfonso anyway.
Yep.
But she always picks. I think all over the years she's always picked outfits that really work for her.
Right.
And that really match her. She's so angelic.
I asked her on the red carpet who she was wearing, and she said, I don't really know. It was just such an honest,
Yeah.
she just wore a dress that she was comfortable in.
Oh my God, Matthew met my girl.
Christian? Yeah,
I have so,
so
many near
easy
misses.
to talk to.
I have so many near misses. One day in these 33 years I've been following her, I'm going to meet her one day.
Have you
She's
not
your
met
Nathan.
Christian yet?
That's right. You've been around that long. That's been the whole thing. All the fans, everybody, Tony. I have not met her. I've had near misses like 4 times.
I've had near misses with her too. She and I made eye contact. I went to the show last year with my best friend Brian, and she looked and she smiled and she waved, and I felt like she was waving and smiling at me.
She
and
probably was.
Right, and my friend Brian said she's waving and smiling at you, and
Oh my God.
yeah, and I never got a chance to speak with her last year,
Yeah.
and I finally got to talk to her last night, and she was wonderful.
Well, everybody knows that's my favorite actress of all time, and that's why I was in Black Hope LA because of her and the whole thing. I've been following her since Tony. That was one of the moments that Tony and Mark on the show were like, "What?" This whole thing. And
Yeah.
I have been a fan since she began in 1983. So I mean, I was her fan club. I mean, I'm seriously like a big fan, and so. Once at the Soap Opera Digest Awards in 1999, I yelled, "I love you, Kristen," and she said, "Thank you." You could hear it. I had it on a tape. You could hear it. And then last year, I saw her at a book signing just across the room. We had to leave early to do the show, so I have not met her yet.
You'll meet her. It's worth the wait. It was 100% worth the wait. And just a side note, fans who are watching right now, you are able to call in. The line is up, and it is 424-256-1633. Again, 424-256-1633. We would love to take any and all Daytime Emmy questions that you may have. Anyone else that you saw that you were gaga for?
I literally told Melissa Claire Egan, "You are my favorite actress." She goes, "You tell it to everybody," and I was like, "No, seriously, you are."
I actually
Yeah.
witnessed that. She
Yeah.
did say that. She's a hot ticket. Yeah,
She's
she
good.
really
She's good.
is.
She's another good one too. I saw Britney Sarpy's dress on Snapchat.
What do you think?
I liked it. It was different. I liked it. I told her. I texted her. I said, "Girl, I like your dress." Because it was a little frilly, short in the front. And it was like I liked it.
Lauren Koslow wore a purple pantsuit,
Oh,
and
Oh,
I
so
think
good.
it was a shout out to Prince. That was my. I didn't get a chance to chat with her, but
yeah.
that was my guess.
Probably.
One person I didn't see yesterday, which surprised me, I did not see Eileen Davidson from The Young and the
I
Restless. Did
didn't
you?
either because I was hoping to see her because I love her, and I had a few people want me to ask some Real Housewives questions,
Right.
and I'm like, oh, I didn't see her though.
That may have been a battle to the death. You
Yeah.
got to actually interview her because she
Oh, I know.
has been on Days of Our Lives, obviously, as
Yes.
Kristen Blake Demera, and
know.
I love her so much. And she's another one who the 2 years prior was also a contender for Best Dress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stunning.
she's
she's
just a
beautiful. She's
fantastic looking woman,
She
ageless.
is. I agree. I totally agree. She's been on forever. She's been on forever on daytime TV, and she's so beautiful.
I think I lean more towards the men from Days of Our Lives than any other soap. I don't know if it's because I'm part of the Edition Days panel, but all of them are just so handsome. Eric Martsoff.
Oh, we love Eric.
Yeah.
He's funny. He's so funny.
We
too.
were laughing
Yeah.
outside of the banquet.
Yeah.
Just one joke
Oh no,
after
he's,
the next.
he's hilarious. He's hilarious.
And he has such a poker face, like he says it and you don't know if he's kidding or
Right.
not. But he's got that little twinkle in his eye.
Yes.
Christopher Sean
Another great guy.
and gorgeous.
Oh my God,
so nice.
His eyes.
Yeah. And then I got to speak with Casey Moss and
Another cutie.
Yes. And True O'Brien, his girlfriend,
yes.
who we will get to
Yes, we'll get to them.
shortly.
Yes, we'll get to them.
Yes. Any other highlights, lowlights from the red carpet?
I think I got to interview a newcomer for YNR, and it was my first interview, actually, so it's a little special, but it's a beautiful man, Michael Rourke, who's literally debuted on Friday for YNR.
Wow.
So that was a big thing. I was like, oh, you literally just debuted.
That's funny.
As soon as they killed off a female, they brought you in. But I'm totally happy because, yeah, it's like, you were beautiful.
He was beautiful,
Yeah.
and he seemed very kind.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I got to meet James Reynolds
Oh, my buddy.
Yes.
Oh, I love James Reynolds.
and Teo.
Oh, Teo is the bomb.
Yes.
He's so good.
Tony introduced us, and it was such a natural chat that I said to Teo, I said, I feel like I'm with old friends. I've grown up with them, as all of us kind of have.
Wait, it's funny. When I first met at Day of Days, he said to me, the first thing he said to me, he goes, James, you look like trouble, but in a good way. That's how he first said to me.
That's what Teo said to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
First time I met him. And we hugged. And we just like, he's like,
Right.
He's very present and just like, he's quick-witted and just really nice.
And also kind, right.
Yeah.
And that's something because you see him as such a bad guy on TV, almost the same with Vincent
Yes.
Irizarry.
Irizarry, yes.
Yes.
And they
David
are
Hayward. Well, David
they
Hayward.
are kind gentlemen. And you almost are like, hang on
It's
one
acting.
second. Right.
We almost
But it's good
forget.
acting.
Right.
Right.
We, we're in the business, we know it, but like when you meet them, you're like, they really are a nice person. They're really not their character.
Yeah.
Must be crazy, but no, yeah, Vincent's great too. But no, yeah, Teo is just like, he is just somebody who's just, I mean, and when we had him on our show, did hugs and just like, and played around with us. And, of course, he was also Victor Cassadine.
Yes,
on
he's
Hospital.
one of the best villains of all time,
Yes,
but one of the
he's
nicest
so good.
guys ever.
Yes, it's so bizarre.
I think one of my favorite encounters last night was with the lovely Suzanne Rogers.
Oh my gosh, she's a bomb.
I can't believe I got to meet her. I can't believe I got to interview her on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And then I got to sit at her table and chat with her.
Oh, wow.
And it was...
Oh, you sat with her.
I sat
Wow.
with her, yeah. We talked about the red carpet and we talked about the show and she's as sweet and loving as her character Maggie on Days of Our Lives.
I actually had to flirt with her, actually, when I interviewed her. We got a little flirt. She was totally like, a little flirty. I was between Eric Martsolf and
Right.
her. I mean, what do you do? I mean, so I was like, I love redheads, and she was like all flirty. So I was like, oh, go on, girl.
I've never appreciated their scenes before. I take them for granted, and now I think because I met and liked both of them so much that it's going to change how I watch the show.
It will.
Yeah,
It definitely will.
I'm excited.
She's a legend. So,
Yes.
I mean, she's a legend.
Oh, and one more person from Days of Our Lives that I can't get enough of, Miss Jen Lilly.
You know that's my girl. I love me some Jen
Jen
Lilly.
is so fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
I see
her.
how she plays Teresa so well because Jen is like the kindest, nicest person.
Church going, totally everything. Yeah.
But she also has a glimmer in her eye.
Oh, yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Jen.
she looked lovely,
that's-
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did see a picture. She did look really good.
Yes.
And Jen, you know how I feel about you already, so I don't have to say it again and again. But
We
love
love
her.
you. Yeah.
I love her so much. But
So
you're right.
much. Anything else red carpet that we want to chat or any questions, any calls, anything?
I can talk about it. It surprised me because I'm not that big a fan of their characters on YNR, but Michelle Morgan, who's Hillary, and Brighton James, who's Devon, were just probably my favorite people to interview.
Oh,
after
wow.
that. They were so sweet, and Brighton is a huge Steve Burton fan. He said his mother loves Steve Burton, and so he grew up watching General Hospital and
Yeah.
a little bit.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that was fun to find out that he loves Steve Burton, and is so happy to
yeah.
work with him now.
And he was the kid on Family
Yeah.
Matters.
Oh.
I mean, he grew up,
When I saw that interview going on, that's all I pictured. And I've seen him on YNR. I've been on the YNR set watching
okay.
him work, and I still see him as the boy from Family Matters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that funny?
It's
I know.
crazy.
He's a grown man at this point.
Well,
See, and I feel like I've only been talking about the Days people because that's who I interviewed, and that's my show, that's my soap opera. One of the biggest knockouts of the night, Michelle Stafford.
oh yeah.
Oh, our girl Michelle.
She came running, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
She is walking sexy.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah.
I agree with her completely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every year it's like there are cutouts and it's all body and her body's banging.
Yeah, and I brought up because I interviewed her and Frank Valentini, the executive producer of General Hospital, together, and I brought up to Frank where she told us she walked into his office and said, "I'm hot." Like, why am I wearing sweatpants?
She did tell us
and
that,
then
yeah.
he's like, yeah, that's exactly what she
Shows
said.
the whole story. She is hot.
And he's handsome.
Yeah.
I had never seen him before.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and so when they walked up, I didn't know until I heard the intro from your interview, and I thought, oh my God, wow.
Yeah.
And so nice.
Yeah, he's
So nice.
Yeah, I've met him once before, and he actually even remembered. I was like, wow, Frank Valentini.
Yeah. So then we took the red carpet and we walked inside where we got to attend the Daytime Emmy Awards, the actual ceremony,
Wow.
which was for me it had its highs and it had its lows, and I'm not just talking about the winners and non-winners. I feel like it was a little bit different than what you would see at home.
Okay.
I think that they got to pay a little bit more time to things that they don't normally get to
interesting. Okay.
when it's the televised broadcast.
Yeah.
They were talking more, they did more stuff with the Muppets and with Sesame Street. And
Okay. All the
I
kids
felt
were-
like
Yeah, that
there
was
was like
fun.
20, 25 minutes
Oh,
of
wow.
that.
Oh, wow.
And you thought it was fun. I kind of couldn't wait for it to be over. I appreciate that they, well, it's just, it's just how I feel. They paid the respect, but I think like 10 minutes would have been good for me. It felt like an eternity, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video part went a little long, I will agree, but I love puppets, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like, so when they brought out the puppets, I was like, oh, hell yeah. I wanted to interview them on the red carpet.
Did they do red carpet?
They briefly walked through, so I was like,
No, I feel that what you're saying, it probably makes sense because there's no commercials.
Right.
There's no, it's not, it wasn't even on cable, so you could actually do whatever, I guess, what you ever want to do. It's not, you have to cut it so short in certain things. I guess.
Right.
That makes sense.
And so you mentioned earlier when you and I saw each other right before the show that the link wasn't up until recently. Is
No,
that
until
right?
this morning, until today. Apparently, it was not on. They weren't streaming it live last night. They were saying that it'll be rebroadcast to look at today, this morning. So I thought that was kind of a little tired. I think those of us who are at work or doing other things, you come home. You would, if you had DVR'd it, you'd watch the Emmys.
Absolutely. I went to the Emmys last year. I DVR'd it. I got home and I watched it again. I mean,
yeah.
Glutton for punishment. It was wonderful, though. And I think it is time that we jump into the winners and the nominees who were all
Daquan's
very...
like, you aren't alone, Matthew. That's another thing. Exactly. People were talking about the different periscopes that were going on at the time.
I tried to periscope a little bit.
I know you did. I saw it for a minute. I guess Tony periscoped, and I guess he said my name or something. Somebody's telling me. And then they were talking about the different montages and things. So I guess we'll get into that a little later. But they were talking about that's right, James. They called you out. Okay. But yeah, so people were kind of mentioning different things that were going on last night at the same time because it was a whole different situation. People had to kind of do it themselves to show it. And, so, really interesting.
And I actually heard, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I heard last night that next year's 44th Daytime Emmy Awards will be televised.
I hope so.
I do too. They deserve to be televised. They put in such hard work, and their shows that people, their fans, their supporters love.
Well, hello, it's the Emmys.
Yeah.
I mean, CBS, step up. You got the #1 soap, Y&R.
I know.
Leah
come on.
Mulder said she's surprised that Deidre Hall wasn't there. That's right, she wasn't. I didn't see her. And then someone asked, was Peggy McKay there? I didn't.
She was nominated,
I didn't
so.
see Peggy, but she was nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with Ron Cavalardi. I didn't see him, but
Right.
yeah.
I didn't see Melissa Reeves from Days of Our Lives. I know that she was there, so it's very possible that they were indeed there. That Peggy may have been there.
Was Kelly and Michael there? Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
They weren't speaking. No, I don't
No.
know if they were there or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not see them, but because there have been a lot of jokes this morning
Yeah, I
about
know.
how
I was also
they
kinda
won,
like,
but
But
they weren't
right.
there. Greg
So-
Ferguson also wasn't there, and he won.
So, time to get into some of the winners. First of all, we have outstanding actor in a digital daytime drama series, and that went to Christos Andrews for his portrayal on The Bay, the series.
Yes, the thing... daytime dramas on the web are really big right now.
I know.
Yeah, I know
big.
Carolyn Hennessy is in like 5.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean,
on
she
top.
does so much,
Yes.
and yeah, I've heard so much about this, The Bay. Now I want to see it.
Yeah, I've seen a few. I used to watch Venice, which is Crystal Pale's.
Right.
I watched that one. My friend does Youthful Days, Brian James. There's also, there's just so many out there at Beacon Hill. There's just a whole bunch out there, and Bay is one of the big ones.
Do we have a favorite? Is there one that if I haven't seen, I should tune into?
I liked Venice a lot.
Venice?
I did like that.
That was Crystal?
Is
It's
it like
Crystal.
Venice, California?
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously,
oh
it's
well,
set in
then
there.
I'll love it.
Oh,
'Cause I
yeah.
used to live there.
There's some lesbianism and stuff in it. But it's really, it's just all your actors you like are on there. It's really good. I really enjoyed the first like 3 seasons of it. I haven't watched the latest one yet.
And then next up, Outstanding Actress in a Digital Daytime Drama Series went to our favorite,
Yes.
Mary Beth Evans for The Bay.
Great actress anyway. Just
And
great
the nicest person
Nice
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and Stephen Nichols, do they do anything not together? I mean, they're the cutest.
They were on
No.
General Hospital
Yeah,
together. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, she's been around for a long time. It's good to see her get recognition finally.
I got to interview both of them yesterday on the red carpet, and it was another one of those moments where I was talking to friends. I hadn't met Steven prior to him approaching me
Nice
on
guy.
the carpet. So nice
Yeah.
and likes to laugh, and he's a kidder. He's a nice guy.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Nope.
But we have a caller.
Oh,
okay.
Excellent.
So, caller, thank you for calling the Daytime Emmy Award recap here on AfterBuzz TV. You're talking to Matt, Lacretia, and James. Please say your name and where you're from. And they're gone.
Oh, I saw
Oh
it.
no!
Was
What
there.
a tease! We'll
I
call
know.
back.
Who was that?
I don't know, but I just made that up on the spot, and he just ruined everything.
Oh.
I'll let you know when the next caller.
Okay.
Thank you.
Continue.
And then next up, James.
Outstanding digital daytime drama series went to The Bay.
Surprise, surprise.
All right, so The Bay is working it out. I guess
They
this last.
sweeped, I guess, the category.
Yes, I guess this
Oh.
last season of The Bay or series of it was a really good one.
I need to tune into that one too. Maybe I'll watch Venice and then The Bay, or The Bay and then Venice,
Venice.
and see which one I like better.
Yeah.
Outstanding makeup for a drama series went to,
Y&R, of course.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
and hairstyling for a drama series also went to Y&R. Outstanding costume design for a drama series went to
GH.
And this next category, I have
Yes.
to say because I know him personally.
me too.
Outstanding casting for a drama series. I believe this is like his 10th, I think, Emmy.
110th
10th
maybe.
Emmy. Mr. Mark Teschner, and actually said hi. I texted him and congratulated him. Great. I mean, just the greatest guy. And because of him, I can say this online to you guys out there, because of him, I have a great relationship with Barbara Roy, who is the PR person at General Hospital, because I made a phone call to him, and I said, how do I get people to go on my show? He's like, 2 minutes later, literally 2 minutes later, on his busy day, he goes, Barbara, James, Barbara, James is great. Talk to him.
I love that.
And I've had guests on the show ever since.
He's such a kind person. Also, I feel like I keep recycling that word today, but it's true. I bumped into him. I went to the General Hospital after party last night.
Oh, excuse me.
And I said hi, and he recognized me, and he gave me a hug, and he told me I looked nice, and I thought that was,
That's him.
he's heartwarming.
Everyone, seriously, everyone I talk to, and you're doing it right now. I mentioned his name. I was like, they just,
Yeah.
I mean,
You can feel what a good person he is.
and he found Donnell Turner. But yeah, no, he's such a great guy. Well deserved, because for us, as we watched our hospital, the casting he's done this last year, every new person has just, we said it last week, so good.
They
Yes.
just nail it. Like, I mean, to me, like, and Brian Craig, who we'll talk about later,
yes.
you know, it's just the perfect blend of Carly and Sonny. I don't know where he found this kid, but he was made for that role.
And diversity.
Yeah.
We have black folks in General Hospital. Not just one, not black folks. We got black folks
Good.
of different colors.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. We've had one on our show this round.
It's
Yes, we
important,
have.
though.
No,
The
I mean, seriously,
diversity is
just
so
say it
important.
I mean, it is. I'm just saying that he sees it as, I'm finding good actors. They're all good actors, too, in multi-racial storylines.
Right.
Very important. So I just want to mention that to you.
Speaking of gentlemen, another gentleman won for Outstanding Host for a Talk Show Informative, and that goes to Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
He's another one. He gets up and he lights up the room.
Yeah, I know he does.
Yeah. So we are happy for him.
Yes.
And now, Outstanding Talk Show Informative. The nominees were The Kitchen, The Chew, The Doctors, Larry King Now, and Dr. Oz. And that went to...
The Chew, actually. which most daytime fans still are on the fence about, since it did take the place of some of our most beloved soap operas.
I know it did.
That's why it's one of those that I'm really shocked, because it's a good show,
Right.
and then they do incorporate the daytime actors back into it, which is
I don't mean
nice.
to interrupt again. We have a caller.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hi, caller. Thank you for calling into the Daytime Emmys recap after show here on AfterBuzz TV. Say your name and where you're from.
Caller, are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Never mind. I probably won't answer
Alrighty.
that number again.
Yeah,
No.
for me, it's a little bit hard to want to congratulate the Chew because it's in the All My Children time
Yes.
slot, or One Life to Live. Same difference at this point. But congratulations to them. Next up was Outstanding Morning Program. The nominees were Good Morning America, CBS This Morning, CBS Sunday Morning, and The Today Show. And our winner was...
The CBS Sunday Morning, which
interesting.
I don't think I've ever tuned
I don't,
into.
I don't watch it.
I think Good Morning America, as far back as I can remember, and I might be wrong, I feel like they take it every year.
Yeah, especially with Michael Strahan on there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Then we have... Do you want to do this one, James?
Outstanding talk show entertainment. Ellen DeGeneres Show, Wendy Williams Show.
That would have been my pick.
Okay, I know yours. The Real. The Mess is called The View. And The Talk.
Also surprising that The View got a nomination
I know.
because it really
A mess.
is a mess.
It's
A
better
mess.
than it used to be, but still.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
But which season?
Poor Whoopi.
I don't. Well, to me, it's like now Candace Cameron Bure. I will say, is just she's added a little bit of a nice. As I say, everybody likes her is the difference, so they can respectfully disagree, and I think that's helped a little bit. So that may be why they're nominated.
I watched it for the train wreck that it is.
Right.
Because I love me some Joy Behar. That's my girl.
Yeah,
and,
she's funny.
And Whoopi's my girl, too. I don't know. I just can't. I'm just. They have such turmoil going on. I'm shocked that, like he said, they're just why they get nominated. I mean, maybe they had a couple good shows, I guess.
Yeah, I think it is when Candace came in, it got a little bit better. I think they need to get rid of Raven Simone. That girl.
don't get me started
Does
on her.
anyone like her?
Don't even get me started on her.
You can start on her.
Yeah.
Oh, she is so tired. That's all I gotta say about that. But the
That's
talk,
some shade.
that's me. The talk won, which I haven't watched that in years. Is it good?
The talk is fantastic,
Okay.
actually. Well, because I've always been a big fan of Aisha Tyler, and
like her, too.
then to add other really intelligent professional women like Sharon Osbourne, Judy Chen, and you've got Cheryl Underwood is so funny, and then Sarah Gilbert adds. They actually have a good diverse group of people that get along but can disagree.
This is what I think about the different variety show panels.
Because we're hosts also, so we just
Right.
Yeah.
It's, and I guess the same could be said
Yeah.
about us.
Yeah.
It's a group of people, The Talk and The View, for me, a group of people whose opinion I don't care about.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't tune in.
Right.
And if I catch it, I'm bored. I find myself not relating, although it is all women, but hey.
And that may be why. Because, see, I certainly prefer Wendy Williams myself. That's the one I tune into every day. But, say if somebody I'm really interested in seeing is on the talk, I'll watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's funny you say because we
Yeah.
are hosts. Because people say, "Well, I don't care what you're saying." I mean, I'm basically all about that, but it's kind of true. We tune into who we want to actually see, and with The View, because I do love Joy, and Whoopi's my favorite person in the world. I kind of tune in once in a while to see kind of how they're acting. Whoopi sometimes she's just phoning it in, but I completely I don't know. Wendy Williams, I take small doses of her.
Oh, you're a Wendy
but for
watcher?
extremely small doses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know folks they love her.
Oh, yeah. I watch her
I-
every day. Like, when Prince died, I literally was like, I can't wait to hear what Wendy has to say.
But I feel like watching Wendy is like
Yeah.
reading the National Enquirer. I don't know if I believe what she's saying or
Kind of agree with that a little
enough
bit.
enough on that
But that's
category.
what she
Yeah, the
does.
hot
Yeah.
topics.
They're top topics,
Yeah.
and so I give it to her. But the talk, good for them. I saw a great documentary on Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah, she's a funny lady.
That made me. She made a really good documentary on it. I think it's called "Being Cheryl Underwood" or whatever on BET or whatever. It was really good.
She follows me on Twitter.
Oh, go, girl.
Name dropping there.
Well, Lonnie Love follows me on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah,
we talk
Lonnie-
bacon.
Oh,
I love Lonnie.
Lorraine Love follows me on Twitter.
All of us.
She
Yeah.
follows all of us. That girl. Okay, that's a story too.
So I thought the next, just because of what is going on in the
Yes.
media right now,
Tell us.
the next category is just, it's doing it right now. It's making me smile.
Me too.
Yes.
Outstanding entertainment talk show hosts. The nominees were The Talk, Wendy Williams, The View, The Real, and the winners who were live with Kelly and Michael.
Yeah, and they weren't there. Like, shocker.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny. That morning, I woke up to about 20 texts, not texts, messages on Twitter saying, James, you're a jolly black man with the gap in your teeth. That's like, what do they mean at first? And then I was like, oh, I could be Michael Strahan part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah,
I'll
and
do
then
it.
you'll do it Nicole Murphy, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. So I had to go laugh over that one. But like I'm smiling, I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad smiling because it's such a messy thing going on.
And I think it's pretty serious. And I don't know if you happen to tune in to Kelly's return.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It
Uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable, and I applaud her for saying what she said. However,
Yes. Okay.
I didn't believe that she meant any of it.
Me neither.
I think
Yeah.
she was bearing and grinning it.
She was. Well, here's the thing. I don't even know. We don't know all behind the scenes.
I know a little bit because I had a friend who worked there, and it really changed my opinion on Kelly that I had always loved her.
I've heard some stuff about
growing
her
up,
too,
yeah.
but I'm saying, but my point is in general is that we don't always know because we have behind the scenes ourselves
exactly.
too.
Right.
So you don't know what's going on. So
All the divas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all divas. I know I'm one. So so you never know. So I want to give Michael a bit. I mean, I don't know what went on between the two of them, and like, was it just like was it a strategy? Was it this? What should have told her? So it's really interesting that they won because they did have chemistry. That's the bottom line.
Right. You think they did or did not have
They
chemistry?
did have chemistry on the show. You didn't think so?
Well, look, that's coming from someone who was like Regis and Kathy Lee. It took me.
I loved them.
It took me years to want to warm up to Kelly, and I like Kelly. I like Kelly when all the way back to when she played Haley on All My
Haley,
Children.
yeah.
Haley.
I mean, she's a hard person not to like. I've seen her in LA, and she smiles like I've seen her hiking. She smiles when she hikes. Like I think she's a genuinely nice person. Like you can just kind of another one of those people that you can feel it from her.
Okay.
But no, I never dug Kelly and Michael together.
Okay.
Yeah. I just felt like I'm done speaking.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
guys.
That's enough on that matter.
Yeah, for me, I was just like, they had really good chemistry when he would fill in for Regis. But yeah, when it became the Kelly and Michael show, I don't know if that's what shifted the dynamic, but yeah, they just didn't seem to connect anymore.
Oh, well, I liked it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, people, well, obviously America liked them together because, I mean, the show kept going.
Yeah.
And good ratings.
And to good ratings.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Outstanding Game Show, where the nominees were Jeopardy, Let's Make a Deal, Monopoly Millionaires Club, which I've never heard
Here,
of.
I've never heard of
It's
before.
Billy Gardell from Mike and Molly.
Why am I not
Notes.
surprised you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
she knows comedians who love singing.
Yeah.
Of course.
The Price is Right and Who Wants to Be Millionaire, which I can't believe Millionaire's still on, but I also can't believe it's good still.
Yeah.
It's not. Like, I loved, I honestly, I love Terry Crews. Let me
Check,
preface it
please.
by saying it. I love Terry Crews, but he is not a good host of that
I
show.
thought Chris Harrison was hosting it now.
No,
Or
it
am I
is
watching reruns?
Reruns. It's Terry Crews now.
Okay, I don't even know who that is.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I'll be hosting Who Wants to Be a Millionaire next. People are going to be like, who's Matthew Evan Paine? Oh, that guy from Edition Days. And so The Price is Right won.
Yes, good show.
Of course, yeah.
It is a
love
good
Drew
show.
Carey.
The show that I want to win, though, that gets nominated every year that never gets love is Let's Make a Deal.
Because Wayne Brady is awesome.
He's really good.
Wayne
Yeah.
Brady is the man.
Yes.
Oh, so talented. And he didn't win for our next category,
No, he didn't.
which was Outstanding Game Show Host. And to no surprise, well, I'll get to the winner, but the nominees were Brooke Burns for The Chase, which I actually heard was excellent.
I heard it's good. I haven't watched it.
I
heard it's good.
auditioned for
I like
that
her.
show.
Did you really?
That's what-
Billy Gardell, that Lacretia just mentioned from Monopoly Millionaires Club. Wayne Brady, my personal favorite from Let's Make a Deal. And then another wonderful nominee, Steve Harvey.
Yes.
I
Steve
love
Harvey
him.
does no wrong.
Yeah.
He can do no wrong. I love him. Sorry.
I was going to say, we had to nominate him after that Miss Universe
The Miss
debacle.
Universe, I think he did.
Yeah.
You know, I think he did was kind of crazy.
I think it was so staged, in my
It probably
opinion.
was.
What, the winner?
Yeah, the whole mix-up at the Miss Universe
Oh,
pageant
yeah.
for Steve Harvey, yeah.
See, I think he's such a grounded guy that it would surprise me if he did that intentionally.
Yeah.
Even for a large amount of money. I don't know,
Yeah.
but money changes things. But the winner for Outstanding Game Show Host went to none other than Craig Ferguson for Celebrity Name Game.
And he's one of my favorite hosts of all time.
Yeah, he's flawless. He's almost as good as Matthew Evan Paine from Dish and Days
Yeah.
and the Daytime Emmy Awards after show. So you guys should check him out and follow him on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Matthew Evan. Shameless
I was like,
plug
just
of the
throwing
day.
it in there.
Well, it's funny, my buddy Cameron Lewis, who's an AfterBuzzer here, worked at Late Late Show for several years until it ended. He was one of the PAs. He was behind the scenes and producer. He worked up the ranks, and so at his house, there's all this stuff from Craig Ferguson from the set, and so it's a lot of fun. So he has great memories working with them.
I'm glad you mentioned the name Cameron because that's something that Lacretia and I were talking about on the ride over here. I don't know how I forgot. My most favorite, most pleasant surprise yesterday was the warm greeting that I got from Cameron Matheson, who was there for Entertainment Tonight with a big hug, and he is another one. I love him. I'm just going to say it. I love Cameron Matheson.
I know, me too. He's a big, tall Canadian dude, so what's not to like?
Right.
Yeah, and he had the fabulous jacket. Like, it was this almost velour. I don't think it was completely good, just like a blend. But yeah, and it had an awesome little pattern on it. I was just like, he is a great dresser as well.
He's a great dresser. He's a great guy. And the thing that blows my mind is that to me, he's still a daytime hunk.
Yeah.
But the fact that
Snaps.
he was the fact that that's right, because he used to have the snap shirts, right?
Yes.
Cameron is one of the kindest human beings I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I had the pleasure of working with him, and seeing him made my day. I truly enjoy him. So
Yeah, he's a good guy.
yeah. Oh, but I was going to say, it surprises me that you're a daytime hunk for that many years, and you're so humble. I kind of feel like he doesn't know he's that good looking.
How funny.
He's Canadian. That's how they are.
He's humble and perfect.
I like
so good to see you, Cameron. Okay, next up, writing.
So, okay, here's the deal, kids. Here's the deal,
kids.
I'll tell you what's going on here. No, it's, sometimes the Daytime Emmys...
Don't get it right.
There's this thing where about voting blocks that some shows do sometimes. That's what I'm going to say about that part. Bold People did have a great story. I don't know if this was part of the reel, but they had a great transgender storyline on there. I will say they had a great transgender storyline.
Great actress.
Yeah, great actress. But I don't know if that was part of it. But of course, I don't think it should have got best writing. I mean, come on, give me a break.
YNR.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Days of Our Lives.
so
Bold and the Beautiful got best writing, and I think the next.
Yeah. Directing.
Were you sipping tea back there, James?
Yeah, I was sipping some tea. I was like, let me sip some tea really quick, kids.
Oh, boy.
He's actually sipping on gin and juice. So
That's what I did. I wish I was right now. That sounds good.
I know.
But yeah.
Can we get some gin and juice in here?
Okay, get started.
All right, I'll leave it on the wide. I'll be right back.
Anyway, right, but direction was General Hospital. Yay, General Hospital. I think they do some great direction on there. They're doing some
Yeah,
stuff.
except for their outdoor scenes
outdoor
lately.
Back at Prospect Studios or whatever. It's like, okay.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Just trying to do outside
Yeah,
stuff.
sometimes on YNR, which I used to watch, they would do the CBS parking
Yes.
lot, and I'm like, I just remember when Jack Abbott,
Yes.
is that Peter?
Yeah, Peter
Peter
Bergman.
Bergman was in Mercedes outside, and I was like, that's the CBS parking lot, and I'm pretty sure that's Melody Thomas Scott's Mercedes. Like,
That's so funny.
I'm actually not kidding.
Hey, they try to save where they can. They're
I
thinking.
know, but like I told them before, I was telling Vanessa, who was on our show a couple weeks ago, the indoor fake outdoor scenes look better than the outdoor on the show. It's like when the indoor looks better than the I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm like, that is clearly the parking lot.
Sure
Like-
is. In the same area of the parking lot. Like you see
Yeah.
the houses in the corner. Like that's LA.
Did you ever watch Guiding Light?
Of course.
Did you?
Till it ended.
What was those last couple of years they would do it actually looked like they were filming in a home, like a real
They were.
home.
But there's Ellen Wheeler, who of course was the executive producer and director back then. They're trying to cut costs.
Okay.
They're filming, I believe, somewhere in New Jersey, I believe.
Okay.
Either New Jersey, it was either in Jersey or it was Connecticut. It was like one of those places outside New York. And they actually were filming on farms. They were filming in houses. They were actually really out.
Was there a
locations.
lighthouse too?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Guy Lives by Lighthouse.
Oh,
of course.
okay.
Yeah. So they found a
I
lighthouse.
only tuned in toward the end
I
once it
learned
got
something.
canceled.
Yeah, I watched the whole till it ended. So.
Okay, so I will let you take this next one.
Okay, yeah, as I mentioned, we were going to talk about it earlier, but for Young Actor in a Drama Series, it was a pretty good category. We have Nicholas Bechtel from GH, who plays Nicholas's adorable little son, Spencer, and then Max Eric, who plays Fenmore on Y&R, and literally a ton of other stuff.
Is Fenmore still a bad kid?
He's gotten a little bit better. The last time he left, because he... turned out he didn't kill someone, but yeah, he had like drugs in his bag still, so they were a little.
That sounds
less
like
pleased with
JJ
Fenmore.
Devereaux status right there.
And then, of course, the lovely Pearson Faudet, who was a great interview despite me not watching Bold and the Beautiful.
Watch my interview with him on AfterBuzz TV on Spotlight On. He's so humble.
We are so full of shameless plugs today.
I have no problem. My fans will always say
No shame in this game.
Not at all. But he's such a great guy. I just think he's a great guy.
Yeah, he was wonderful. And then Taekwon Richmond for GH, but of course the third person for GH we all know and love is Brian Craig, who plays Morgan, and he did win. And I loved his speech. I just wish Maurice Bernard had been there because he does thank him in the speech. You know, because he's been such a good mentor.
Yeah.
Now, I don't really watch... No one from Days of Our Lives was nominated in this category, so I don't know. Who do you believe was the most deserving?
Brian.
The
This
one
category,
who
Brian
won the
did.
award?
He won because, he was by far... I mean, as much as I really thought Max and Nicholas do a really good job as well, as Taekwon, he just doesn't have a lot of storyline on there.
Agree.
But
I totally agree.
But Brian, the bipolar storyline has just been phenomenal with him.
I agree. Completely agree with that. Yeah, Nicholas Bechtel is such a great little actor.
He is such a little ladies' man. I saw the picture
was
with him with the E-ladies.
Oh my god, he's so funny. But yeah, Taekwon didn't have enough stuff. Pearson's reel, I saw his reel, and because I saw his reel, it was actually really good. And Max, of course, is a great guy. So
It always interests me when people come on to a soap opera and they get nominated after being on for like 3 months or 4 months.
Pearson said he was only on for like 6 months. And he got...
I feel like if I had anything to do with guidelines, I would want them to be on for 1 year. No less.
Well, the thing is, I think it's because they do this whole thing where it's by episodes.
Like number of episodes?
You find the reel and you pick 2 good episodes.
Yeah, because...
That's not...
I know, I agree.
Because, most of these people are actually recurring, other than Brian Craig and Pearson Faudet, I believe, are the only contract players. Because, I know Taekwon Richmond was barely on General Hospital, but they did do the Sean going to jail stuff, I believe, in the reel, which was great. And then Max Eric, like, Fenmore is hardly on there, but he was involved with the, Austin Travers murder storyline, which was really good.
Because Max was busy being on the last season of Under the Dome.
Exactly.
And then, James, what do we have next?
And actually, I know her. But I no disrespect to her, of course, but I know her. She's a nice girl. But younger actress in a drama series. Nominees were Rain Edwards on Bold and Beautiful, Hunter King Summer on Y&R, True O'Brien on Days, Ashley Pierce on Bold and Beautiful, my girl Brooklyn Ray Silzer on General Hospital, and the winner was True on Days. And I love True. I mean, I know her. I love her to death. I just think Brooklyn should have won. I've been campaigning for Brooklyn this whole time. I just really think that for a 9-year-old, she held her own in those scenes with the adults.
Yeah, and she was not just with adults. She was with Finola Hughes, Tristan Rogers,
Jason
Kimberly
Thompson.
McCullough.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Jason, who I'm just shocked was not nominated
Yeah,
as
he
well.
should have nominated too. But her scenes, to me, you have to have ice in your veins to not tear up watching her scenes.
Yeah, when she's like,
they were
with my
showing
mommy.
the footage for the nominees, and it's just like 3 seconds of each. And I saw Brooklyn's, and I thought, ooh, like that made me. Her little clip made me want to watch the show because I thought she looks good. I saw True after she won, and I'm happy for her.
I'm happy for her.
It took a long time for Paige to come off the page. It's true though. She was hard to watch.
I know.
And I don't know if it was True that was hard to watch or if it was the character of Paige that was hard to watch, but once Paige finally came to life, they killed her off.
I know.
So
when she found out about her mom and JJ.
No, it was so good.
Oh, so good. It was so good. When she was like, she was getting pissed and she was gonna walk out. She went, no, wait a minute, and she slaps him. I loved it.
In Jennifer's living room.
She was about to walk off and say, no. She's like, wait a minute.
She hit him so hard, she slapped everyone else in the room too. And I love there was Maggie was in the room, and Maggie was like,
she did. It was just like, I'm gonna leave. No, wait 1 second before I go.
I'm going home to YouTube that. I love that.
No, it's a good scene. But no, I just, I mean, again, congratulations to you, of course. I just think, I'm sorry, I will always stand. I wish Brooklyn should have gotten.
Then we have. I just lost my place. We have supporting actor in a drama series. To help me out with Dominic's last name.
Zambroni.
Zambroni.
Zambronia.
Zambronia.
Yeah.
Like
Something.
bologna.
Dominic Z from General Hospital was nominated. Jacob Young, who plays Rick on B&B, who I loved as JR.
Yeah,
on
he
All
had
My
his
Children.
son as his date, and it was literally the cutest thing ever.
If I could be any soap character,
J.R. Chandler.
J.R. Chandler. So much fun to watch. I love him. Brighton James from Young and the Restless. Handsome Steve Burton from The Young and the Restless. And the winner went to Sean Blakemore from General Hospital. I don't know Sean's work. Is he...
Yeah, this was another thing, just like with Taquan Richmond, where they weren't featured a lot. Where their scenes were good, they weren't featured a lot. And Vanessa Antoine actually accepted Sean Blakemore's award because he wasn't available to come. So
I
it's kind of
I
interesting.
thought this category wasn't the greatest. I've seen all of their work. Everybody's work. Jacob Young, of course, also was another Lucky Spencer.
Yes,
On,
I did not like him as Lucky.
Me
I
neither.
love him as JR,
Yeah, but yeah, I thought this category. They're all great actors.
Didn't Jacob Young originate Rick?
Yes, he won. He won an Emmy for it.
I can't get into Bold and the Beautiful. It's hard for me. I know a lot of people make fun of soap operas for being bad. I could never connect with Bold and the Beautiful.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
saying it's bad
Yes.
because I know we have Bold and the Beautiful
Fans
fans.
in here, yeah.
And welcome, and we're happy to have you. Bold and the Beautiful. Maybe I should give it another chance.
But no, this category, great actors in there, but I just don't think it was the best of supporting actors.
I'm going to have to agree with my co-host from Dish and Days, Mark J. Freeman. I believe that Billy Flynn deserved to be in this category.
Definitely. Definitely.
He's a great actor.
I think Billy, had he been selected, would have won this category
I agree.
against the people who
I
were
completely
actually
agree with
nominated.
that. I completely agree with that.
We then have supporting actress in a drama series, who the nominees were Laura Lee Bell from The Young and the Restless, Jessica Collins from The Young and the Restless, Lindsay Godfrey from Bold and the Beautiful, who I actually thought was going to take it.
I thought.
Okay.
I don't watch much, but I do know that she's a force to be reckoned with, Miss Godfrey. Peggy McKay from Days, who had actually surprised me that she was nominated. I love me some Peggy, but I don't think she needed.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm gonna try this one more time.
Okay, sorry.
Hello, caller. You're calling into the Daytime Emmys recap. Say your name and where you're from.
Caller, are you there?
Caller, you gotta turn down your speakers. Up.
Okay.
I tried, guys.
I don't think we need
no.
to take callers anymore, do
Yep.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
this is
Yeah,
it.
we're okay. We'll just bang through these then.
Yeah.
Melissa Reeves, who I would have liked to have seen her win, just because I do love Jennifer. Jennifer's an oldie but goodie.
I like that.
And not her age. Just
Right, no,
I've
yeah.
just
No.
I have just grown up with her, and Missy Reeves lights up the screen each time. But the winner for that was actually Jessica Collins,
Avery.
and it was
Yeah.
nice to see her win.
Yeah, I really thought that I liked Jessica Collins. Avery was not my favorite character, but I'd seen her. She did a True Calling with Eliza Dushku, which I liked. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's
Avery
right.
just this last year was given some crappy stories, but at least her send-off gave her some good dramatic moments. While it wasn't that greatly written, she did a good job. Yeah.
I was actually, believe it or not, I was on the Young and the Restless set on Jessica Collins' first day.
Oh.
No, wow.
It may have been her first week. I think it was her first day, and and rightfully so, she looked nervous.
Yeah.
And they were, I think she was trying to figure out how to stand and like her blocking, and to see her really blossom as an actor,
Yeah.
and to see her walk away with an award,
Oh, okay.
and she was humble, and I was really pleased to see Jessica win for her portrayal.
And she
on The Young
looked
and the Restless.
fabulous. That white dress, just very simple,
She's
elegant.
a knockout, and again, like you have like these daytime divas or whatever, and she has zero diva attitude about her. So congratulations. What's up next?
We got lead actor in a drama
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, this was a surprising one. to me.
Yeah, this was surprising.
Yeah.
Tyler Christopher on GH, Mr. Anthony Geary on GH, Justin Hartley, YNR, the great Christian LeBlanc on YNR, and the great Christoph St. John on YNR. And actually, in this whole category, I've seen some of the reels. I actually was rooting for Christoph St. John.
Me too, because Neil was literally one of my favorite
my
characters
God.
this year, and I love him. He was one of the few people I didn't get that I wanted to interview.
Yeah.
Would you have
he's-
preferred to see Christoph over Justin?
Honestly, for this year, because I love Justin, I thought he did great, but I just
Christoph had
felt
a
like
year.
Christoph's year, and
He
to
had a
me, as far as the
really-
stories, like.
James Lott Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you have wanted to see nominated in this category from Days of Our Lives?
From Days of Our Lives, if I had to pick anybody, it'd probably be homeboy who played Steve for lead actor. I thought when he came back, Stephen Nichols.
Stephen
Mm,
Nichols.
I think when he came back, his relationship with Bo, showing that was just kind of like that was a great storyline. Just also he had to go through. I think he's a great leading man, and we're reminded of that because he had meaty story. There's not a lot of story for lead actors on that show, kind of, unless you count Billy Flynn as a lead actor. But
Well, and that's what I was actually thinking too when I
Yeah.
said supporting. He actually Billy had enough
Yeah,
to work
be
with,
lead.
right, for lead. So
think he
I
would-
would have been happy to see Billy Flynn,
yeah,
yeah,
kind of nominated, but
in either category.
I was just gonna say I would have also been okay with Christian LeBlanc. That's the thing is all the white artists, especially like Anthony and Tyler were up as well, but it was kind of it was Anthony's last year, but he's
Yes,
won
last
so
year.
many. So and I love Justin Hartley, but I just thought like Christian and Christoph had like
I agree.
their stories this year,
I totally
and
agree.
I think Adams will be next year, especially with
Yeah.
the spoiler alert stage death.
yes, yeah, no, something like
A
that.
way to give the fans
Yeah.
a second to turn the volume down.
Yes, exactly.
I think that, in my personal opinion, what I witnessed last night, I felt like there were some haters in the audience when Tyler Christopher won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
great actor.
But
Like,
yeah,
it's-
I just didn't think this year was his
I don't
best
think it was
stuff
his year,
either.
yeah, me too.
Like, because, I mean, not like he, phoned it in or anything,
No.
but he wasn't given the best material.
I
Same
agree.
thing with Jessica Collins. I mean, I'm glad she won because,
Yeah.
she wasn't given the best material. That's why she left.
Right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have lead actress in a drama series.
Take it away.
We had Tracy E. Bregman from The Young and the Restless, Cassie DePaiva.
My girl, love
Oh,
Cassie.
I also got to interview her.
Well, that's my girl.
Yeah,
That's my
she's
girl.
fun.
I love her.
We had Finola Hughes from General Hospital, as well as Maura West from General Hospital.
I kind of wish that Finola had won, but I feel like she's got enough this year to.
Oh, yeah, so will next year. Yes, so
And
next
same
year.
thing with Maura West. Maura had some really good story there.
Do we like Finola's performances? I'm guessing yes, based on that.
Oh, big time.
Oh my god.
That's like, do you like ice cream?
Yes, no, she's seriously every
Yeah.
scene. It's one of the few things the four of us on our show agree on.
Is she a nice character? Is she
She's
She's
been
a
on.
gray character.
She's been on for like 30 years. Off
but like
and on.
is she bad girl or is she
No,
like
she's a good girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
She believes in the truth and justice in the American way and
Yeah.
all that.
Okay.
But being British.
Okay. Well said.
Yeah.
The winner for this category went to our Days of Our Lives' very own Mary Beth Evans, who I think it was well deserved. She'd never
good
been
too.
nominated
Yeah.
before, and she won 2 Emmys this year. So congratulations, Mary
Yes,
Beth.
Mary Beth.
We
That's
love
good.
you.
You do.
And then finally, we have Outstanding Drama Series. The nominees were The Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, my personal favorite, The Young and the Restless, and the winner went to...
GH, yeah.
The Young and Restless. I mean, let's say the rest of this.
Yeah,
General Hospital.
General Hospital, which was funny because I had accidentally tweeted it before it happened. Like they won for directing, and I there was an open bar, but it prophesized that they'd win. I was
Yes.
like, see, I wasn't wrong.
They
I was just a
won.
little early.
They
Right.
won.
I swear, when they announced General Hospital, I think everyone from every other soap was like, all right, where are we going? Like, party's over. So those are the winners and the would-be winners of the 2016 Daytime
Yes,
Emmy
guys.
Awards. I am so glad that I got to spend my time discussing
Yes,
this
it was fun.
wonderful Emmy Awards ceremony with both of you from start to finish. My name is Matthew Evan Paine, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Matthew Evan, and my fellow co-hosts.
And you can find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet since there is only one.
And I want to thank the 44 people who are watching us right now. That's pretty good. They're taking your little Monday evening with us. You can follow me at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. Tonight I'm doing the Shark Tank After Show here in a few hours. And this Sunday we have Robert Palmer Watkins on my birthday show. I mean, General Hospital show this
Your
weekend.
birthday show.
Yes.
Well, happy early
Yes.
birthday.
So thank you.
And you can find me tomorrow on the Dancing with the Stars after show, which is at 7 o'clock p.m. And no, I'm sorry, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern. and every Sunday at 4 o'clock for Edition Days. So make sure to tune in to all your favorite AfterBuzz TV shows, and thank you so much for joining us for the 2016 Emmys recap.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.